Okay, so page 2 is all about altitude on hypotenuse. Keep in mind that there is the little shortcut method. Now, altitude on hypotenuse came about because it's dealing with similar triangles. Depending on if you're using the altitude or the leg, keep in mind that the big H stands for the whole hypotenuse. So let's do the first one. So we're looking for GF. I would put an X there. HG is 4. And EG is 6. First thing I'm asking myself, am I given an altitude or a leg? These are the legs, leg, and this is my altitude. So obviously I'm working with the altitude one. I'm going to set this up so the altitude they gave me is 6, so I'm putting the 6 where the altitude belongs. The little h stands for part of the hypotenuse, and then the little h stands for the other part of the hypotenuse. So the parts of the hypotenuse split up into 4 and x. Cross multiply, you get 4x is equal to 36, x is equal to 9. So you know that GF is 9. If you're dealing with a leg, you would obviously set up the same equation except using the leg. So let's take a look at the next problem, because the next problem is giving us one with the leg. So they're telling me EH is x, GH is 4, and GF is 12. Okay, so again, this one is giving you a leg, so leg. Okay, the big H stands for the whole hypotenuse, and the little h stands for the part of the hypotenuse that is touching the leg. So HG is the part of the hypotenuse that is touching leg EH. So cross multiply. Take the square root of both sides. X is positive and negative 8. We can rule out negative 8 because we're looking for a side. So my x value here is 8. Moving over to slide 7. So slide 7 is the distance formula. Okay, the distance formula is Pythagorean's theorem, but all you're doing is you're finding the distance of the x's, the distance of the y's, and that's equal to the hypotenuse squared, essentially is what it is. The distance formula actually just takes the square root sign over that, so it gives you that c value. So the distance is, and we know this is just a 3, 4, 5, but if you'd like to show your work, so the distance is the square root of 9 plus 16, the square root of 25, which is 5.